the Big 12 to see if they can continue some dominance after their run to the national championship a few years ago. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will get the football first. And it'll be up to this transfer sophomore quarterback to pilot this attack. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. Running inside, it's Clay. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Red Wolves headed quickly to the line. They give it to him again. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Craig. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They booted away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Spencer. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Gonna run it. It's Clay. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the grab, it's Little. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Owens. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The last completion got him 6, now it's 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Unleashes it on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working the middle, it's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Gets the back moving. They'll run for it. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
The run inside. It's Payne. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. This time they'll go to the running game.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes, because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. You just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Running inside, it's Spencer. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Red Wolves racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Owens. Going for it all. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So now after that holding call, here's 2nd down, and they need 20. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. On the run, deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. Quarterback keep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. To throw, it's Owens. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Got room to work. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback will keep it. Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked out at the 28-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to throw, it's Craig. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Clay. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go right back to it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clay. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Escapes the pressure going right. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
This defense has them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Red Wolves moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Red Wolves will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got the tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Craig. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Red Wolves in the hurry-up. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Little. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas.
Got a little grass. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Going to the run, it's Spencer. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Push down for the tackle. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Owens. He's got it on the move. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. And guys, it is so tough to overcome a penalty in this situation. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that's going to tie it up.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right on the money. Turns it on in midfield. Into the secondary on the right. They'll make the stop after the big pickup through the air, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the play. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Back to pass, it's Craig. Oh, they're after him. Gets away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered.
He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Using his legs, it's Clay. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Red Wolves will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Dropping back, it's Owens. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cobb. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll get rid of it. On target to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Red Wolves are marching down the field.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the single back. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. They're setting up the screen. Spinderella. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Trying to run, it's Clay. Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Red Wolves looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Might have a chance. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down.
Well, I love the physicality there, backed up deep down in your own end. We're going to have to get hats on hats and give our running back an opportunity to make somebody miss, use that speed. I don't know if they were necessarily anticipating a long run like that, David, but hey, they just completely flipped the field.
Yeah, and a bad job by the defense because you are anticipating run. You know offensive coordinators don't want to drop back, throw the football out of their own goal line where they can get a safety. They want to hand it off, create some space, so you didn't meet that physical challenge. You knew the run was coming. Got to do a better job.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Back to throw, it's Craig. Extending the play. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Payne. Strong, firm tackle. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll try to feel the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Handoff to the lone back. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. To the air, it's Owens. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's Michigan State looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside Amon G. Carter Stadium. As we take a look at some of the key stats so far, the yardage numbers and the turnover battle, it's probably safe to say the team that wins those categories is going to be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Red Wolves will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes with the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Dances away to buy time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It's complete to the left. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! That one will give them the lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 78 yards down the field, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Spencer. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Red Wolves trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Delayed handoff. It's Clay. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. And the Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Owens. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Got a man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Red Wolves go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Shoots it to the left, finds his man, it's Little. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that. In this game, so far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Running inside. It's Clay. Hard running there. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. From the gun, running back on the move. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Craig. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab deep. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Smashes ahead. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense set for a first down play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Gonna take a shot. He's got it way down the field. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And the QB finds this guy again for the second time on this drive. Nice job creating explosive plays, finding the speed, finding the matchup, and now this offense is in a good position to go down and get some points.
They'll run it. It's Payne. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Under fire. He gets away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He didn't get there. A big-time stop by this defense, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking for room. It's Spencer. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded, getting that safety.
To the air on 1st down. Got it. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he...
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Craig. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And as we head for the 4th period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. There's some room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Craig. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Trying to find the end zone. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, 1st and goal. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly what...
And he's in! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in game, and the offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Here's the pressure. Got his man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Red Wolves come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Dragged down after working his way. Those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. Keep it on the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Pressure coming. On the move, he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Inside, it's Clay. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that can do that, a quarterback that can extend plays. You don't get the loss, right? Like, he was sacked. He was dead to rights, but he breaks out of it and then doesn't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He just throws the football away and live to fight another play.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Working the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Craig. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He'll throw on third down. Snagged out of the air. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. Scoops it up, and he's going to try to take it back.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal blocked because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you, all those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Back to throw, it's Owens. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Red Wolves want to move quickly. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Sends it back in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Jukes his way for more. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. He's in open space downfield. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Payne. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Owens. Working that wide receiver screen. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Little. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here in the game in the 4th quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that 4th down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's a heat. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten the rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.